Hello and welcome to UK Versus. We are here with a very special guest, brand new, brand new world champion for 2025 and and best Godzilla player in the world, undisputed. George, how are you doing, my friend?
Feels pretty good. I keep saying this whenever people ask me, but it's hard to believe it. Every time I wake up a new day, it's like I'm really the world champion. It's crazy.
Just waiting for you all to You're in shock at the
Yes,
minute. You're waiting
settle
for it all to
down.
hit. So let's go back to the beginning of your story. When did you join the card game, and what drew you in?
I joined an MHA specifically at the very end of set one into like pre-release of set two. I knew the game existed because of MHA one coming out. I pre-ordered some stuff because me and my friends were like, "Oh, we like My Hero. Let's play the card game." And our stuff got delayed and then eventually never showed up. So we were like, well, we're just not going to play anymore. And our LGS decided to hold a demo event for the card game, and I was like, this might be the chance to get back into it. And then ever since I started playing it, I couldn't stop. It's just such a good card game.
That makes a lot of sense. It's one of the things that you were drawn in by the IP and you stuck around for the gameplay. It happens to a lot of players. Happened to myself. Who's your favorite character in My Hero?
Oh my!
Oh my! And is that who
Yeah,
you played in the card game, or did someone else get you catch your eye?
yeah. I played all my three for like his entire duration until he left.
I mean, All Might 3 is a beast of a character. Cannot blame me there. I don't have a locals. I start off with All Might 2, which is kind of like All Might 3 light.
So good too.
Yeah, that's really cool. So, how has your career in Universus been? I mean, you've been a judge, you've been a player, been a big part of the community through Let's Talk UVS. How has it been to be part of this community and play in events for the last 4 years?
I went to my very first regional in Pasadena after 1 month of playing. I got wiped, absolutely cooked. And well, I didn't do like that bad, but I didn't even get close to top 16, so whatever. It was hard since I was still in high school technically, and I couldn't travel to many events. But after I got out, that's when me and a couple of friends were like, "All right, let's go to events again." And then we went to the very next Pasadena regional, and then that's where Salvador Server won, my local, my best friends in second grade, and then I went to Vegas. I got 10th at Vegas. I bubbled out with Nate DeWalt. Kevin Broberg kicked us out.
He does it a lot.
Uh, yeah, I've heard. Then I went to nationals this past year, and my deck decided to cook me. I checked like 8 twos, and I was like, all right, whatever. And then I felt it was time to judge because I wanted to judge for a while. I've been judging the locals for a bit, so I figured why not try in the bigger ones. And then I judged four out of the five USA regionals. The only one I didn't judge was Atlanta, and I got second there, so it was pretty good.
I was about to ask. So, is it before Worlds? Was Atlanta your best finish?
Yeah, second place was my best finish. Yeah,
That's really cool. So you kind of got the aspect. How do you think judging events has made you a better player?
yes, for sure. When when you sit down and judge players, you're one acknowledging game states and like understanding plays that can potentially lead into a what's the word for it? Sorry.
Reputable game
That will
state.
lead into a legal game state. You have to plan ahead for that. So learning how to think about it in that way helps you understand how you need to play your deck to advance your own game state perfectly and like just make no mistakes. Also, top players being top players, they'll rub off on you. You'll learn, you'll understand more. It's probably really good to judge to understand this game a lot more and to become a better player.
I don't know if you follow like multiple animes, but there's an anime called Haikyuu, and
Yes.
What you're saying there kind of reminds me of in one of the later seasons where uh,
He becomes a ball boy, right? Yeah.
where Hinata has to kind of mop up and watch other people, and he's doing
Hmm.
grunt work for the coaches, and he's watching them, and he's kind of understanding how to receive and how to serve, and he's actually expanding his gameplay not by playing, but by watching everybody else and absorbing it in. That's what you're kind of saying as judging is seeing the top level plays, seeing the mistakes other people are playing and judging them has allowed you to become quicker in your own snap judgments of going, I can't do this, but I can do this, and finding like the optimal line to win.
Yes, that's like the perfect way to put it as well. Like good reference. Yeah.
Oh, very good references here. So, is it Atlanta that got you to Worlds, or is it something you're working at locally?
It's Atlanta. I had 0 points.
How many points do you get for second?
150. So you get 5 for entering and then 150. So I had 155 points.
And it was 200 for day two for NA. So you went in day one?
Yeah. I climbed out of day one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I was keeping up, but time zones meant I went to bed quite early in the rounds. How was day one?
Day one was pretty good. I only lost to JJ on JJ.
Yeah.
The match was very close. Truthfully, it was like probably one of the better Universus games I had during the weekend. Very good player, kept me on my feet on at all point, right? And then the other loss I had was to Mikasa 4, which I expected. Mikasa 4 is kind of just that guy.
As easily as you can
the other ones I
do,
won.
as easily as you can do 35 on turn two, Mikasa can also do 34.
Yeah. Yeah, just reciprocation, you know. The only difference is she draws much more cards than I do.
Exactly. So, was JJ your best matchup on day one, or is there any other matchup that's kind of stuck with you?
Yeah, JJ's for sure. That one, I made like 2 errors that you pointed out to me. I was like, cool, never again, and then never made a mistake ever again.
Again, like you said, playing against the top players, watching top players rubs off on you, and it was great seeing people like Mark Tyner play Mark Tyner and JJ playing against JJ, and they actually faced off on day one as well, which is really cool. How was the day one overall? Like the gameplay was really cool, but how were you feeling going in?
My mindset was, if I make it, I make it. Day two be pretty good. If I don't make it, then I played my heart out. You know, I get to do side events, do whatever I want for the rest of the time. But if there was even like the slightest chance of me making it, I'm not gonna drop. I'm just gonna keep playing. I will always go until I can't anymore.
And were you sold on Godzilla from the start, or was there any other characters that you were umming and ahhing over?
It was Godzilla, Mikasa 4, or Benimaru,
Ooh.
since those three were all really good, right? Benimaru being the new toy, the spicy, the cool one.
And the only time to play the ultimate combination, Benimaru.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That would have been the only time to play the really cool combo. But as we were testing in teams, in our team testing, we were figuring out very very rapidly that Godzilla never left. You just had to play all the draw cards. Like Titan Cliff did nothing.
Makes it, yeah, exactly. Godzilla's kind of the Jiro replacement, always on the sidelines, always there causing trouble, but never really getting touched, never really getting dealt with because there's bigger, badder threats. But you've now
Yeah.
said Godzilla is the big bad threat now.
Yeah,
Now,
that was a comparison that I made a lot. Yeah, it was like Godzilla has the Jiro effect, Rodan has the Jiro effect, always like topping and or winning events, and like just never getting hit.
exactly. In your personal opinion, do you think Godzilla is fine, or do you think there's parts of his kit or himself that need touching?
He's not fine at all. having 3 damage static on face, what the heck? Characters need to like discard cards or blow up foundation or do something to have that. Um, Having +2 to your check to play an attack or block is like all right. So we have release on face, nice. Then blowing up the board when there's 10 in like total is not fair. I think you need to have like 10 in either player's stage. That's probably what it should be. And also you need to end your turn. You can't like build You can't be short-lived promotion and then build for pass like I did. Like that's just not
Yeah,
fair.
it, exactly. Short-lived promotion was a card that came out quite a little bit into Godzilla's run. It was like 6 months later, but it was immediately a staple of Godzilla. Going, oh, cool! My super aggressive character can be a 7 or 8-hander. That
Mhm.
seems absolutely fine. Yeah, most board wipes just say build one face down and let your opponent rebuild, but Godzilla just goes,
Yeah.
nah, you can have a little bit more fun. Do you think City Rampage is an issue?
Yeah, City Rampage is its own beast. I think City Rampage is like you saw me do it in the stream. It got canceled by Quinmas, and I went, I don't care. I just picked it back up with airship, played it again, and then I killed that turn. Right, like
Yeah.
it's. I probably would have done the same thing anyway if he didn't cancel it. I would have probably still picked it back up and then played it again, just so I could have like +4 to check all time.
Well, I
I'd be
mean,
like,
we'll get to it, but like the finals was, oh, George is down a game. Well, this could be quite interesting. And then game 3 was, Godzilla does Godzilla things.
yeah,
So, getting back to your deck, I saw a bit of the response on Play interview, so I won't go over too many of their questions because people should go watch them as well. But you mentioned Scanlan's hand coming in clutch and the fact that you had to kind of plead the team to get hold of those. What was it that Scanlan's hand was providing for? Which matchups did it really shine?
yeah. It was basically the Mikasa 4 players that were bad. Going, I'm gonna build to one or no cards, and then you just commit Mikasa, and then you kill them because they can't draw any cards anymore. Then it was Mark Tyner saying -4 to my check for the rest of it, or for at some point in the turn is so bad. It's easier because Godzilla plus Rampage, right? Like you get to mitigate most of it, but when you can't, it's so rough.
Yeah,
So no for that. Yeah.
I've played my time games where my opponents got started off with City Rampage and checked to 3 and go, cool, let's commit 4 foundations. And he's like,
Yeah.
ah. Yeah, I did say to like the people going that Mark Tanner was going to have a big representation, and he did quite well in the event. Did you face off against any of the Mark Tanners?
Just until Top Cuts. I didn't face any of them in day 1 or 2. Yeah, only in Top Cuts I played them.
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously you won, but yeah, it's a hell of a matchup. Were there any other standout cards for you deck? Is there anything that you were running that the standard Godzilla player might not be running?
Airship, I guess, was like the only thing. And Dumbfounded. A lot of Godzillas aren't on Dumbfounded for some reason. It's like a -3 foundation, I swear. It's the freest build of all time.
Yeah, especially when you're a stringing character, just being able to go, yeah, I can still get to play a foundation. Let's go.
Yep. You just build 5 or 6 and pass, right? And then you just look at them and hope that you draw get gas.
So you get to day 2, you get your very cool prizing for day 1 with the bag and all the promos. You're going into day 2. I imagine the team all hyped up because, like David said, you guys had a hell of a representation in day 2 of Worlds and in the top cut of day 3 as well. What was the team attitude? How are you guys feeling going into day 2?
Well, when we made it to day 1, we were like, all right, cool. Now that we're gonna go to day 2, we're making day 3. That's it. There's no questions asked. Like, that was just the mindset that you had to go in with, right? Just
Yeah.
yeah, you're here to be the best. You're gonna be the best, and that's just how it works. Yeah.
No manifestation of losing. It's a case of if I do well, but I'm not planning on losing.
That was me. I was very doubtful of myself. Everybody else was like, we got this. We're the goats, and I was like, all right. I gotta believe in you guys now. After I made day 3, I was like, maybe you guys are onto something.
I mean, it's a hell of a thing because you got to think last year's winner Nick Reagan came in through last chance qualifiers and went all the way up to winning without dropping a game, and yourself came in from day 1. Unfortunately, not able to go completely undefeated, but was still coming in from the first day, having to play all 3 days, having to run the gauntlet, and be able to walk out on top is absolutely huge. Were there any matchups on day 2 that you remember? Were there any kind of standout within that were like really fun, really impactful, really stressful?
Let me remember. Okay. Oh. I think it was round three or four. I don't remember. No, it had to be three or four. But I played against this other Godzilla list on Earth, and they were playing a super cool, super saucy package of allies and Great Yamada with like Sean and like a bunch of the other ally stuff, and it was really cool because Great Yamada just is the teaming, right? Is the teaming variant, and in that deck it works. It just works. It just you get to play it like two times, and it's walk the dog stats. It's so big.
Yeah, it's already a very well stated attack that gets cheaper and and has EX on top of that.
Hmm.
Is it EX or powerful? It's powerful.
I think it's EX, yeah.
I think it's powerful. I think Deus Ex Machina has EX.
Oh, you might be. I don't
Yeah.
remember, but
Either,
yeah,
either way, it's
it
one
was
that can
cool.
get bigger and going on Earth, you still get all your momentum hacking and your card draw because of attunement. So yeah,
Yep.
Earth is really solid. And yeah, that sounds like it would have been an absolute blast to play against.
Yeah, I was just like blocking the right ones, so every time it came down to if he can kill me, I was prepared to block whenever I had to. I'm not a player that's afraid to block with my attacks because I know that I'm gonna need another attack anyway to win the game next turn. I figure if I live this turn, I can win the next one, and if I die, then well, I don't win anymore, right? So
Yeah,
you can't be scared to do that. I know a lot of players are. They just like want to hold them forever and just pray they don't die, but sometimes you gotta let them go.
yeah. It comes down to that point of diminishing return of is it worth holding the attack and taking the damage, or will this get me close enough to dying that I need to sacrifice the attack in my hand and hope I draw more? Because Godzilla is a true six hander, but each of those attacks is massively impactful now. So you get through day two, you play your 6 rounds, and how are you feeling coming out of that event?
Um, I was XO1. I felt great. Didn't drop a match. Uh, I wanted to go 402, four and then tie, and I'll be fine.
Mm.
But I got down paired into Ryan Field,
Oh,
and then I was like, "Are we gonna tie?" I didn't know his record. And he said, "No, I have to play this." I was like, "Oh no." So then we played. I 2-0'd him. It was very unfortunate since he was playing across the four. He drew like 8 cards twice and just found all gray. Not even like he couldn't damage buff anything. It just felt so bad. But that's just what happens. When you're playing a deck that draws that many cards, you're bound to run into the streak of gray.
and like you said, sometimes what happened at Nationals, sometimes your deck just says you don't get to play the game that you want to play, and you're like, it
That's it.
happens. We have
Yeah.
Universus is one of the most consistent card games for draw, and even then, you're still at the mercy of RNG. You go undefeated. You know that you're going into day three. You see all these teammates of yours in day three. Is it teammate rivalry or is it now closed doors? We need to keep our strats to ourselves.
No, we were definitely like we need to win no matter what, even if it's against each other, right? Like we need to push forward. We wanted one of us to be the champion at least. It was very fun talking about it. I felt very cooked against the Ryan. No, yeah, Ryan. No, no, not Ryan. Sorry. Man, I feel so bad. Um, Jace, the Ace.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I feel so bad for forgetting his name. He's such a good guy. I felt cooked into that matchup with Ryu because in testing it felt very bad. It was like 70-30 for Ryu. It was very bad. And then when I lost game one, I was like, it's over. I'm out of here.
but then again, sometimes Godzilla just does Godzilla things. It doesn't matter how good the matchup is. If you go, I'm gonna play City Rampage, check all great, and have 5 attacks in hand. Can you stop everything?
Yeah, it's just how it works sometimes.
So, did it ever hit you at a point like I could actually be world champion, or were you living in that bubble of if it happens all the way up until game three of the finals?
Yeah, it was all the way. Literally, it was like I guess I can potentially win. Like it'd be fine. All the way until game three of the finals. where when he built to 10, I was like, I think I'm world champion now. I did the thing, blew up, and built 4 pass, and then I won. Right?
Yeah,
But it
exactly.
hit me there, right there. It hit me. I was like, I think I can do this.
You saw again, like you said, you saw the line. Your opponent
Yeah.
gave you an opportunity. You're like, yeah, I think I've got this now.
Hmm.
That's absolutely amazing. So, how's it been? Like, we almost a week later. How has it been for you being the current reigning champion? Have you been flooded with congratulations and messages and just like David hyping you up?
um, Actually, when the match ended and I sat there in disbelief, shaking, crying, right? Um, they told me that they wanted to give me my rewards and everything, and I was like, cool. Let me calm down because I cannot do this right now.
I don't
And
want to damage my cards by shaking and crying on them.
yeah, so I after I calmed down, I checked my phone, and it was like I believe I had like 77 notifications or something. It was some obscene number. Yeah. I think I got everybody, but if not, then thank you everybody who messaged me. I really appreciate it.
That is absolutely awesome. Like, yeah, like you said, everyone that knows you, everyone that played against you is going to be rooting for you because if you can't win, you want the person that beat you to go ahead and win. What's your plan for the prizing? Because you got all these cool chromes, you got all these cool like players, you got the plaque, you got your own character card coming. Are you going to be holding on to them? Are you going? I know a couple have already been like found new homes. So what what what's the plan for these lovely pieces?
Um, I have one left. It's the Jamie from Top 16.
Oh, nice.
That's it. Everything else is accounted for.
Everything else is just.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I was in a very tough spot financially. Um, it's been rough with personal stuff, but it's been a little rough for me financially. So that's why I actually went to judge more events than play in them, since they paid me, and I was like, well, I get to go out and do stuff I like. I get to meet people I love, and it's just like fun. And winning definitely helped me a lot. I'm I'm in a pretty stable position right now. I'm pretty happy.
That's absolutely amazing to hear because like still being able to be part of the community, take part in events through the judging aspect, growing as a player because of that. It seems like this year was your year. Although you were in a tough pace personally, you've persevered throughout it and kind of come out on top of everything, which is really really cool to hear. Uh, it's great to see that you got the only did Jamie left. That's really. Uh, my personal opinion on the pricing is I would really love to have seen something other than chromes that were already in circulation.
I
Uh,
agree.
I was about to ask, uh, as the world champion, are you happy with like the cards you got, or would you love to have seen something different?
I would have loved to see something different, just how they did with the Street Fighter ones, how they were different arts. That would have been amazing. I understand it being like a legal problem or something being too hard to do because you can't like. I understand that, but just this the Street Fighter ones were so good. Like the Ryu looked amazing. Um, when you looked at it, there were stars like around Ryu where he was like holding his arm up. There were stars around him and everything. It was so good, so clean. It looked very nice. Like, if they just did that with like the other ones, it'd probably be like the best pricing ever.
What about
But it was so
the?
good.
Is there anything like that on the Jamie?
The Jamie had two different variations. I think this one's the one that has the brown backside. Yeah, this one has the brown backside. It's a little brownish, but the other one had it silver, so which I thought was nice. The Luke was silver background as well. The Chun Li one was very nice. I liked all of them, truthfully. All of the Chemotech, is what they called it. They were all so good. The Street Fighter ones were very good.
So after seeing the absolute madness that is Kevin Broberg 3, the total domination of last year with Nick Reagan, what's it? What are you cooking up for your character? If you're allowed to tell me.
I hope they let me, but I want a transforming character.
Ooh.
I want the front side to be George Rangel and the Master Judge, and then the back side to be George Rangel, the World Champion or something. Or but it'll be the front side is me as a judge and
Yeah.
a like a gavel or something, and the back side I want it to be like me and Thanos' throne sitting down as a player. That's what I want. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it, but that's my first thought.
That would be absolutely amazing because then capturing both sides of you through there, and you could it could lead to some very cool abilities, kind of like with what would cause you to transform, what would turn a judge into a player thematically, which I think would be again really cool. Uh, yeah, I don't know what the design team would be in mind, but yeah, I think that's an absolutely solid way to go and captures your story of getting two worlds perfectly.
Yeah, that was the idea, right? At first, I wanted to make some really funny, really cool like bad checks character, which because I'm a that's my favorite cards. I love ones and twos. Um, but as I progressed and thought about it more and more, the more I forgot who put it in my head, but they asked me how will you capture your journey as a judge to a winning world championships, and I was like, that's a good point. I would love to do that somehow, and that's my solution, right? A transforming character. That's my idea.
No,
Again, I don't know if they'll let me, but that's an idea.
I can't see why they wouldn't. But I mean, they gave Kevin Broberg a block of text that was absolute insanity. They let Nick Reagan essentially break the game for a couple of months.
Oh, wow.
They've let Mark Tyler end turns. I don't see why they can't let you transform.
That yeah.
Again, congratulations on winning Worlds. Cannot wait to see what your character's going to be. I am sure that you're going to be rocking up in November to try and make this a two of. But the rest of Worlds, did you manage to take part in any side events? Did you manage to do anything else, or was it just win Worlds? I'm done. I need to sleep.
Yeah, I didn't get to do anything else. I was cranking it out day one, pushing it to day two, and then day three after I won. There was no more side events to sign up for, so
Ah, you
there's
didn't-
nothing for me to do.
did you get at least to get to hold some of the Godzilla cards?
Yeah. I have a deck here. Where's the guy at? Oh. Yeah, I have a deck here that I'm planning to take to locals because they know they want to see the Godzilla cards early. To be this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems really, really good. He's been feeling very, very good.
Ah.
Um, yeah, so I have some character cards because of a friend. Blame Siren, shout out. Yeah, she gave me some cards because I told her I didn't get to do anything, and she's like, "Oh, well, here's some character cards." I was like, "Oh, that's so nice."
Gotta love the guy again. Great plug because that was our reveal for the Godzilla season. The Chrome just makes him look like a silly little guy.
Yeah.
Are you planning on pre-releasing this weekend?
I don't think any shops near me have one.
Ooh.
It's been rough for me since there's no shops in my immediate area that actually do pre-releases, buy the product for it or anything. So we have to buy it on our own and like do it for ourselves basically. But yeah, it's a little rough. I'm not like somebody else who can have 6 LCs at once or anything. I, the only ones near
Shots
me
fired
are
at
like
Nick Reagan.
the only one is my LCs are 5 hours away or 3 hours away. That's it.
You know what? I feel you. So Saturday morning, I'm getting on a 3.5 hour train to go to my hotel for the pre-release on Sunday.
Yeah,
But
just
so
the things we do.
exactly when you love the game, you put in that. So with rotation coming up, how do you feel as world champion? You are on the pinnacle. You are the authority on this now. How do you feel rotation is going to affect the meta?
A lot, truthfully, a lot. We lost like 800 something cards, I think, or 600 plus cards.
A
That's
fair
a
one.
lot of cards. A lot of strategies just get thrown out the window because a lot of the cards that were supporting it just disappear. Like Void Punch's Ryu, most of it is gone. All you have is like Heat Tackle, like some other Toon stuff, it's gonna be rough. I'm excited to see what people cook up. But I do think that this meta that we're going into is wide open. There's not like a solidified best character or anything until they hit Godzilla, but we'll see. A lot of it is it's pretty nice, to see having a new fresh meta, right? Like how we did for Worlds last year Worlds.
Yeah.
How they dropped the immediate ban list and it went from okay, these guys are the best characters to oh, we need to think now. It's like that, and I think it's pretty cool.
Like you said, losing 600 to 800 cards and meta staples among them being things like repeated 100% smash, rejuvenating smash, barrier shield, vast hybrid Khmer Kraken. I'm sure League of Villains has Vile Season, which didn't really see much play last year. Surprisingly,
It was hard to play it because like people didn't go into deadlock anymore. People just wanted to kill you very fast, right? So it was like very hard to like make it in slot.
are there what cards are you going to miss the most, and what cards are you glad are disappearing into the void?
Um, I'm going to miss. Yeah, I think I'm gonna miss rejuvenating the most, truthfully. And I'm glad Barrier Shield is out of here.
Which is wild, seeing as those two combo off so well.
Yeah.
As a Godzilla player, I thought you'd be happy that Runaway was going.
No, I think Runaway needed to stay. I think that card needed to like exist for one more year. We need to put these aggro decks that I make into check, and that was like the only card that basically did it, besides Barrier Shield and Kenkai's.
Yeah, that was played quite a lot over the weekend, and it was like a lot of people's outs just got, yeah, I'll pay the free, and you don't get momentum, you don't get to hit me, you don't get on damage abilities. Absolutely solid. Moving forward, with LCs coming up before Chicago, apart from Godzilla, what characters have you got your eye on in terms of playing it competitively?
I like Nago. I like the deck that the finalist was playing. Truthfully, that deck was very cool, very sick, very good too. So I might take that one. That one's really good. I liked it a lot. I love that he cracked the code on it. I said this to him in person, but if anybody was going to crack it, I was going to let them do it because I didn't feel like it. I felt like just playing the best character I think in the game is. But I love Nago Ryuki as in Guilty Gear, and in the card game he's very good too. So I'm very very happy for that he cracked the code with it.
Only vampire in the game at the moment.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that Nagao Yuki had a hell of a run up going through multiple Godzillas. As a Godzilla player, when you saw that and you saw the top like 16 runner, like, how were you quite intimidated by how many he'd already taken down?
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, damn, you beat my teammate? All right, well, the next one's got you. Damn, you beat him too? All right, I'm cooked.
It was just the law of averages. Like, how many Let's Talk UVS Godzillas can I beat? And it's like, oh yeah, I got taken out by the third one.
Yeah. It was very funny. It was very thematic as well, and the entire third day tournament structure because he beat all of the other Let's Talk members, and I beat all of the other final round members. It was pretty good. It was like destined to happen,
It's one of those anime tournament arcs where you have the two rivals and they take down each other's teammates, kind of getting all the way to the showdown of the best players from each side.
Yeah, it was very nice. This event was very good. Production wise, vibes wise, people wise, everything was very good. Probably the best Universus event I've been to in my entire life playing the game, right? Which is 4 years.
Yeah, if you started around Crimson Rampage, that'd be around 4 years, same as me. I mean, from what I hear, yeah, they product the prize wall, the tickets were overflowing. The prize wall was very fairly static compared to other events. Like, you were able to get so much for your prizing. Side events were running ridiculously. They had the massive TV screen up displaying the stream, and because it was delayed, you weren't really getting any tactic information because it was always a round behind, which meant that some people got to finish their game and go watch themselves get beat again. But you also had the massive announcement. You had Levi up there talking about regional promos for this brand new IP of Rebel Frontier. You got to see Tekken packaging. You got to see Fairy Tail packaging. You got to see All for One and Shigaraki with the All Might and Deku. I wasn't there. I've got people that were hyping up, going, the Fairy Tail looks amazing. All for One and Shigaraki versus All Might and Deku looks absolutely amazing. Just really hyping it all up. How did it feel to be part? I guess it is kind of already happened before Atlanta. How do you feel about like these events showcasing information first before anywhere else?
I think they need to do that a lot because it brings a lot of hype to the game. And in Atlanta, they told us no recording, no nothing. But like you can definitely tell people about it, right? Like there's no one's gonna stop you from doing that. But no recording or anything. And in Atlanta, it was super hype. Everyone was like, "Yeah!" Everyone was cheering. It was amazing. And then the same thing happened in Worlds. They showed us all these cool things for the year. They showed us the new Invincible IP that they got was going to be a set and not like just a challenger or something. Everyone went crazy. Everyone was loving it. I think they need to do this whenever they can, because of course you can't do it all the time, every single regional, because
No.
there's like so many little things they're gonna do, right? But I wouldn't mind if like we got previews of stuff, like ideas and things that they're going to do for the game. It keeps the game in people's minds more, a little thing to look forward to, more excited. Like I think this is the perfect move Levi did. It was just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be very hard way between season 3 and 4 of this year, where it's like a month to showcase something amazingly brand new. But being able to see 2027 IPs this early is absolutely hyped. It gets people ready for next year, which a lot of us in Europe kind of need, because we're not going to be at the forefront of organised play. But Invincible is something that myself and Rebby Lynn and other people have been petitioning the company, going, this is going to be amazing, and they're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been like Invincible is VIP. That one you need to get or something. Pick it up before some other company does, because that was really good.
And seeing as we've got with the comic distributor rather than Amazon Prime, I guess we're going with the comics, which, if Godzilla is an indication, UVS can handle comic very well.
Yeah, the Godzilla cars themselves look very nice. So I'm looking forward to what they do with the Invincible IP. I'm very excited. Hopefully they bring back punches. I miss them.
I mean, Fairy Tail and Tekken have to bring back punches, because it's lots of. I'm hoping we get combo back in Tekken, because I was like going through cards, and we haven't seen combo in so long.
I think since AOT started is when we haven't had combos, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely zero.
Yeah, I think I've seen combo in Go Power. Yeah, we haven't seen it since. So it's been a while. Do you have a particular favorite IP in the game outside of MHA?
Let me think. there's actually quite a bit, and they're all pretty good. Yeah, I think out of all of them, it would have to be TMNT. I love the TMNT. Been watching them since I was a kid, right? It's just that's probably my second favorite behind My Hero.
That's perfectly acceptable. TMNT, like I said, is a kind of cultural icon, similar with Godzilla kind of thing. They've been around long enough that it spans multiple generations. It's something that new players and old players and everyone can kind of bond over. Is there any IP you'd love to see join the game?
It's going to be like borderline impossible, but I would love to see Dragon Ball join the game somehow. That's my favorite anime of like all time. That and One Piece, but again, One Piece has their own card game, whatever.
Well, so is Dragon Ball. So it's like one of those hard ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like it's very like never gonna happen probably, but that'd be my favorite.
As a One Piece fan, how do you feel about my running theory that there should be an open license agreement on Zoro that he can be in any card game because he's just got lost?
Yeah, it would be so great. Just a random Zoro character that has like no support just pops up in a set. It's like, what is going on?
Yeah, just like, Zoro's there. Zoro somehow finds his way into Pokemon and stuff, and it's just like, cool, Just Zoro's there. It's like, perfectly thematic, and everyone, you get behind it because it's the meme that Zoro just ends up places.
Yeah. Even if the card's bad or good, right? People would love to just have it. It'd be so funny.
Exactly. So it would just be like your weapon attacks get. It could just literally be an experience bundle where once again we get a Levi AOT reprint of your weapon and range weapon and charge attacks get +1/+1, which works well for Zoro with all these swords.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a very funny idea. I would love a lot of like, I would love so many IPs to be in this game. It's just gonna be hard.
Yeah, one, getting hold of them, and two, the market for IP card games is not as restrictive as it was with Union Arena, Vice Sports,
Yep.
Magic, and Universes Beyond. There's a lot more competition for IPs, and yeah, we're lucky to be getting the ones that we have with things like Invincible. It's a real testament to Zoe and the UVS team of being able to sell the game to these IP holders.
Yeah, just they're doing great. Like truthfully, I don't know what happens behind the scenes or anything, but they're doing pretty good right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been a pretty darn good 2 years of Universus these past two.
So, as world champion, for the people coming for your throne, for the people that want to be world champion of 2026, what advice can you give to those players?
Believe in yourself. Don't be like me and sleep for 3 hours every day at the events. Get some food, practice up. I'm looking forward to the competition.
And of course, if available, get some judging experience in it. Worked very well for George.
We need more judges, so this is true. I agree. Yeah.
I mean, LCs require judges as of the new rules update, so there's a lot more judging
Yeah.
opportunities out there. So it could be a good line to kind of get, like you said. Will you be attending Chicago?
Yes.
Ah.
Whether I'm judging or not, I'm just gonna go. Yeah.
So you're not planning on getting a backup to go with your character?
That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind being a Genghis frog. It would be pretty sick.
I'm disappointed they walked back the decision to be a shifter backup because
Yeah, I would have been a Titanic Haymaker in 2 seconds.
Igris all the way.
Oh, Igris would have been so fire too. It's such a good one, actually. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that either.
But yeah, I think we'll wrap up there. Amazing chatting with you. Amazing as always. Absolutely wonderful human being and player. Uh,
Thank you.
you are the world champion. David has cemented Let's Talk UVS as the best team in the game at the moment. I'm sure final round, trading post, all the other teams are going to be coming for that title. Rochester needs to get that title back after last year.
Yeah, he's no longer reigning champion Kevin Broberg. It's just.
It's now George of Let's Talk US at the top. You're going to be putting your champ cards in the Rochester singles for $450.
Oh, that's so funny. That was so funny. Yeah. As much as I don't think my card would be worth much, truthfully, until I sign it. Then it'll be worth something.
You can always do what Nick did to some of his as well. He gave them like a foiling treatment. Yeah.
That's a cool idea. I might steal it from Nick, hopefully, if he lets me.
I'm sure he will. I'm sure Nick's a nice enough guy that he'd probably tell you exactly how he did it and like give you a hand in doing it.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll see. Yeah, so we'll wrap up there. Is any final messages, anyone you want to plug, anything that you kind of want to say while you've got the opportunity?
Yeah, I want to plug Let's Talk UVS, of course, repping the team. We're getting back into it. We're getting more content out, luckily. After David taking his wild break, his well-deserved earned break, look out for me because I'm going to probably start making content. After this, it's been very hard to want to make content, but I think I have to now at this point. It's been a really good year. And I love all of you Universus players.
We love you too, man. I'm looking forward to seeing content coming from yourself. It's great to see David kind of coming back out of retirement, I guess, as well as much as the team did at Worlds. It kind of makes sense for Let's Talk UVS to kind of reignite that content and drive to maintain how good of a team they are and what makes them the team they are. But my personal thing, I'm looking forward to the more personal content, like your experiences judging, your experiences going into deck, just hearing more from the world champion. It's something we've seen from Kevin in the past. We've seen from other people. That'd be absolutely amazing. As soon as your channel's live, let me know. I'm going to be down to subscribe to that immediately. As for now, I'll let you get on with the rest of your day. I know you kind of rushed back for this, so I appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you in an event soon.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you so much for having me.
Have a great day.